What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. We're going to give it a few moments and then we'll get started. We're just going to be just chatting about my birthday celebration, also my life lessons that I've learned along the way, and anything that any of you would like to share tonight. We are down to hear it, okay? Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I'm going to give it a few moments. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are just enjoying your time and just taking it easy. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. How's everybody doing? I hope you are doing well. As you see, y'all, I have a new friend. I have a new friend, everybody. So we'll give it a few minutes. If you have anything that you'd like to discuss or anything you'd like to say, this is that space to do so. Make sure you like the video. Please subscribe. Hey, according to fashion, hello. All right, cool. 318. My birthday was yesterday. I decided to get on here at midnight, y'all. Just to chit chat with y'all, just to tell y'all, how my day went. And also, if anyone else celebrated their birthday yesterday, feel free, or if you've already celebrated your birthday, feel free to just chime in the chat to let me know what you did, how were things, and what did you learn, okay? Where are you at now? Brightony, what's going on? How was your day, Empress? Rocking a new owl. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is from Teresa from my Amazon wish list. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Courtney. Hey, Anthony, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Yes. I had a good birthday. Um it's still going on. I celebrate my birthday all month long. Once it's here, I just go ahead and just keep going with it the next day and the next day until March is out of here. But excuse me. I had a great birthday. I can't complain. Like I told y'all before, anytime I get to open my eyes each day, and I get to get on here with you, ladies and gentlemen, which is always a pleasure. I get to just talk and catch up with my family, y'all. It's everything to me. And I say that because I also learned that a very dear friend of mine passed away on the day before, and it has really rocked my world, y'all. I didn't know. I had no idea that I just had no idea. That I knew that she had been on my mind for a while. I knew she had been on my mind for a while, but she was just such a private person. Um a lot of things that she went through personally, she always just liked to keep it between family, and I get that. And so when I learned that she passed away, y'all, it really, I learned about it around 11 a.m. or yeah, between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. yesterday. It really messed me up for a while. But it's so ironic because at 12 a.m. on March the 3rd, I heard, "Yes, Jesus loves me." And I got up here and I talked to y'all about that. And my birthday, let's chat. I talked to y'all about that. Um, and it was like, "Yes, Jesus loves me." I heard that song. And so now I'm kind of wondering, was she passing away around that time? But I do definitely feel like that was a sign for me as well. And the first thing I did, I prayed and I just thank God for allowing me to see another day. at 12 a.m. on March the 3rd. That was the first thing out of my mouth is thank you, God, for allowing me to open my eyes and talk and walk and move my limbs and all these things that we don't think about every day because we're always, we use these things. It's just like they're automatic, right? But I was just so grateful and still am. And still am, it's just one of those things as you start getting older. If any of you, I don't know how old everybody is, and it's okay if you don't want to say, but when you get like 30 plus, 35 plus, whatever you may be, 40 plus, whatever, your outlook on life changes so much. Your outlook changes, and what you start noticing is people passing away that either older than you, didn't make it to be your age, or right at your age, and it's wild. So you start having a greater appreciation for life in itself, because a lot of you have probably already, you've accomplished so much. Hey, DP, a lot of you have already accomplished so much in your life, and you're still accomplishing. So you got that down pat. Maybe you don't have love in your life yet, but you've got a lot of other things under your belt, right? So you get to a place in life where you feel content with certain things, and you start looking at what's most important. And yesterday I had a great day. I didn't even do a lot, but I still had a great day. But learning about my friend's passing, it really rocked my world, y'all. It did. I took a moment and I flashed back on memories of her. And this is a lady that old enough to be my mama, but we had a great friendship at work. We just had a she was one of my co-workers at work, and I've been working with my company for nearly 15 years, right? And so a good 8 of those years, no, more, probably more than that. I'd say a good 10 or so years of that time, it was just her and me and her on night shift, until we could start working from home, and I just when I heard of course she's been sick for a while, because I was able to catch up with her daughter on social media, which I don't really do, but man, y'all, that messed me up. It really did. And it saddens me, but I know this woman was a woman of faith. I know she is in a much better place. And whatever she had going on with her, I knew she had health issues before, but I didn't know how severe, But I'm just glad that we had a good friendship, and I'm glad that she's somebody that I got to know. She made a difference in my life. She was there for me when I was really low at one time, before, well before I was on YouTube, well before I knew myself. You know how it is when you're going through the shadow phase and you trying to figure out, okay, what do I do? And so she listened to me and prayed for me and all these things, man. And I'd like to say that she's part of my story. She's part of why I'm here. So I'm not gonna say her name out loud for, just the respect for her family, but will I say, I'm just gonna say her initials, GT. And so rest in power, my friend, and thank you just for everything that you did for me. Cause without her part in my story, y'all, I wouldn't have overcome some of the stuff that I was going through at that time. I was going through a hard time. Thank you so much, Brighton. It hit me deep, y'all. Oh God. It really, really threw me back, because I'm telling you, I thought about her over the years, like the past 2 or 3 years. She was just on and off out of my mind. And that's probably when she was going through whatever her situation was. She was not a person to tell her business. Very private lady. And so it's hard. It's really hard, but it made me learning of her transition made me just recognize even more how precious life is, and also made me recognize that at any given time, y'all, it could be over, whether we like it or not. And I just started thinking and processing, and man, I mean, it was just, this lady was a vital part of my transformation. She was. She was a vital part. She prayed for me, all these things. I can remember going to her house and she had the incense going because she was into spirituality. She was religious, but she was also more spiritual. So a lot of where I just developed this what's the word? Curiosity, you know, about spirituality and who I am come from her in a way. Because it all started there. It all started there. And I just mm, yeah, it all started there. So it's like just so many good memories. Just so many good. I just know that she was there for me during a difficult time. Thank you, Latanya. Thank you, everybody, for coming in today. She was there for me during a very difficult time in my life. And I was going through for about 10 years. And she would listen. I know sometimes I got on her nerves, Lord. I know I did. But she listened, and, to the point that maybe she had her own stuff she had to deal with. And I respected that. Um, but when you going through things, it's hard. So, but the times that she was there, she was there. And mm, yeah. So that's how that was the thing for my birthday, y'all. It wasn't sad. It wasn't all sad and all that stuff. I didn't do a lot. I actually just rested a lot. I was on the phone with my mom a good part of the day, on and off, on and off. But I really just took time to reflect, respond to birthday calls and messages and different things. And I appreciate each and every one of you that took the time to put that, make that comment or whatever you did to contribute to my special day. I appreciate all of the love and support. But I got out of the house and I got a meal from Texas Roadhouse. I went to a store called Kirkland's. Y'all, if you like home interior type deal, I went in there and I walked around and didn't find anything I wanted. So then I went to Barnes and Nobles. And y'all, I'm just like I tell you, it doesn't take much to impress me. I had a good day, and I just recognize that I want to make this chapter count. Learning about my friend passing away and looking at the things that I used to worry about and recognizing how insignificant they are just made me recognize so much. And I'm just blessed. I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be in this space. And yeah, I am just in a good space. Sad about my friend, but I know she's in a much, much better place. I know she is. I know she's in a much better place than to be in pain and suffering. But death is hard. It's not easy to um it's not easy to lose someone. It's very hard losing a loved one or losing a friend or anybody. It's very hard, but it let me know that there's a change in my life all around. There's changes there. Not only am I a year wiser, but I'm more a year more aware. Yeah, thank you, DJ. I've been, working very hard to just to to hold her up in a positive light. We would laugh. She would always tell me I was so crazy and I, my personality and stuff like that. And those are the memories that I cherish. Hey, Brightony, I imagine she can't wait to see all the wonderful things you're going to continue to do in this lifetime. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, Brightony, thank you for that message. Yeah. Uh yeah. These are what I'm doing now on this platform and what I'm about to do. Y'all, this lady, she spoke that over my life. Like she would tell me all the time, "You're beautiful. You got a lot going for you. Your personality is just phenomenal, and you're gonna do great things and stuff like that." She was like I have a mama, love my mama, but she was like a work mama, a work mother or something like that. And so I'm just gonna remember the good times. Me and her daughter, we had gotten to like really being cool, and we had so much fun during those years. I'll never forget them. Um, but yeah, it made me just look at my life a lot different, and see things. So just, oh, wow. Yep. Made me see things so much differently. And I recognize there's no time to waste. We don't have time to waste. And all I did, y'all, I was on and off the phone with my mom all day, along with doing other things. But I was on and off the phone with my mom all day. I was relaxing. I was taking, making sure my dog was good, and I rested today. I'm actually off today, which is March the 4th. I'm actually off today from both jobs, so I will be enjoying my time. Thank you, Latanya. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it just threw me, y'all. It threw me now. It hurt bad, but her daughter's so strong. But her daughter. I caught up with her daughter on social media, and she said her mom had been sick for a while, and that they knew it was coming. So that's comfort for me because at least her family got to say goodbye. Um, it's still hard, but I'm glad that they got to be in that space, and that's probably how she wanted it. So, um, I got Brightony. I got a 12-ounce steak, baked potato, broccoli. Yeah. I hadn't had steak in so long. I got a 12-ounce steak and I got the grilled mushrooms and onions on it. And then I had a baked potato, the broccoli, and they give you the two rolls. And I ordered a cheesecake and I said to myself, I'm like, okay, this is a birthday dinner for real because I don't eat this stuff on the regular. But it was so good. I still got half of it left. It was so good. And yeah, it was just so good. And I had a Diet Mountain Dew. I had a Diet Mountain Dew to wash it down, y'all. It was so good though. And I said, I'm still trying to, stay on my um diet regimen, but I just cheated a little bit. Yeah, brightening I did. Yeah. So yeah, it was good. It was good. I like my steak well done, and they just do just an awesome job with the food. I just, very very good. So I was very impressed and I was happy. And I went to, y'all know me. I went to Barnes and Nobles and I got me two books. Yeah. um, you know, I got me two books, The Five Love Languages, and I got it was a book by Robert Greene, you know, the it's a little excerpt book of the 48 Laws of Power. You know what I mean? Things like that. So I'm always looking into things. Hey, sisters in spirit. Hello. Thank you so much, DP. I like that. Yeah, the food is great, DP. The rolls. Oh my God. Yeah, right. So good. I'm glad they only give me two. I'm glad because if they had given me four, I would eat them. All four of them. The food is really, really good. Food is really good. So I had a good day. I did. Even though I learned of that. But see, I feel like I learned, I feel like I learned about my friend's passing to just remind me, as just a reminder that you got to make every day count. You got to make it count. You got to make it count. Totally gone. Brightly, totally gone. I'm glad I didn't eat inside because they just keep bringing the basket out of the rolls. Like, yeah, and it was so busy. And I'm still funny about COVID and stuff. But I got it to go. But it was an awesome meal. Everything was good. Everything. I still have half left, so I couldn't eat all. I just couldn't eat all of it. Yep. Great, great place. Yep, y'all. So um I had a good time. I hope y'all had a good day. For those of you that have already celebrated, I hope you've had a wonderful time. And those that will celebrate, I hope you have a wonderful time as well. If you look at the thumbnail of this video, my mom got me those owls, y'all. So if you look in the thumbnail, she got me those owls on my shelf. Right, DP. Yeah. Yep, that's what I do. That's what I do. And today, yeah, I treated myself today because I knew that I was going to get right back to my regimen the next day. And I said, okay, so I'm good because I don't eat like that every day. So, you gotta enjoy life, You gotta enjoy life. Yep, you got to enjoy life. Yeah, thank you, Brighton. Yeah, my mom, she's so awesome. Thank you. Yes, she got me those, y'all. I was so shocked, man. So I'm just blessed. That's the whole set there. And I have several other that I haven't shared around the house of those. That's how serious my collection is, y'all. It's that serious. So I'm just blessed, man. I can't even tell y'all. But I am looking forward to moving, going into this, continuing to go into this year with great things in mind, and, still doing what I do here on YouTube and in life, and looking forward to this foster parenting thing, and just seeing what awaits me. You know what I mean? Gotta be some good things, y'all, because I've been through some stuff. It was a hard couple of years. For those of you that been with me for a while, you've heard of some of the struggles and different things, and you know, it can only go up. The situation can only go up from there. The lesson for me was to live life. Because we often talk about living life like it's your last, but I guess it took for me to see just to see how close it is for all of it to just be over. That's cool, DP, that you collect cats. That's awesome. Yeah. Yep. And I know my friend would want me to live my life. She would tell me, you got to live your life. You're young. You need to live your life and all this stuff. Thank you, LaTanya. I could just hear her just telling me, you need to live your life. God gave you this life and you need to live your life. Don't worry. Don't be crying over me. I'm good. I'm at peace. That's the type of person that she was. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, LaTanya. She wouldn't want me to be just sad and not going on and stuff like that, because she saw something in me that I wasn't able to see. Get what I'm saying? That's how deep that connection was. But we lost touch over the years because I moved from the location I was living in, and things started turning around in my life, and evidently they were turning around in hers too. So, we meet people for a season, and sometimes we meet them for a lifetime. And that season that she was in my life was great. You know. Oh, wow. Sorry about that, DP. Yep. But it was just a reminder from the divine to live, for me to live my life and do the things I want to do, and don't take anything for granted. Don't take a day for granted. Don't take a person for granted. Live life. Because guess what? It's going to go on. When you no longer here, life's going to keep right on rolling. So while you got a chance to live it to the fullest. So I am different. I am different, not because it's my birthday season, but the fact that that happened on my birthday, that's a sign for me. That's a sign. And if I don't see that, then I might as well shut my channel down. If I can't see that, that's a sign. Nothing happens by chance. Because she could have been gone away from here and I would have never known, because we lost touch, and maybe I would have found out later. But to find out on that day, that's a sign. That is God himself pointing out where I need to be focused, and that's on living my life to the fullest. That's a sign, because I've had people that passed away years ago and I learned about it later. But for me to find out within a few hours of her passing, and then it happened, around my birthday, y'all, that's a sign. That's a sign. That's a sign. Yep, that is a sign. And I got it. I got it. Because if you don't see it, if you don't learn the lesson, and you don't try to adjust because it's a sign, whatever it is that you want, it will keep being delayed. If you want to keep peace of mind, or you want to keep attracting great things into your life, it will be delayed until you get that sign or that lesson. And I got it. I got it. Now, it was painful, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Because I have been, thinking about a lot of stuff in my family. Just thinking. And that was just a confirmation for me that, hey, you've done your part, Empress. You've done your part with your grandma. You've done your part in life with your friends. And now it's time for you to live. You've done everything that you could do. And I take that lesson very seriously. So, yeah. You get to a place where it's just time for a change. Time for a change. Hey, Bryceny, I had someone so dear to me that I've known since we were teenagers die of an overdose. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. On the 21st of the month, I got clean and sober on the 20th. What? So 21 is a huge number for you. Was that in February? I'm sorry to hear about that. That's a big thing too. Overdoses is huge. That's a huge thing. A lot of that goes on so much. It goes on a lot. So it tripped me out. I can't imagine. And that's a sign too, Brighty. That's a sign too. Yeah. I can imagine. Wow. This was in April 2019. She died 2 years ago. Okay. Wow. You got clean in 2019. Good for you. Good for you. Wow. Yeah, that was definitely that 21 is significant for you. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I had a few friends that passed away from overdose as well over the years. That's a tough thing as well. Yeah. Cause you could just get to a space. Nobody's exempt from that stuff. You can just get into a space where you just go into a dark place, and no one is exempt from that. No one. So that's why I don't like people that judge people for whatever they may do or whatever they may say or whatever. Um, because we're all one and the same, and we could all be on the same path. All of us are one and the same. We just made different choices. That's it. Anything that happened to one person could happen to us too. It could happen to anybody, anyone. Yeah. Sorry to hear about that. About your person there, Brighton. That's it's tough. And I get it. I get it, y'all. But it's because for my friends passing to be right there front and center on my birthday, that is a sign. That is a clear. And you know, in tarot, the death card is transformation. So she got her wings and transition, and there's a change in my life about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Brighton. I try to keep myself focused and I stay in prayer, you know, and I'm always just trying to do the best thing that I can do. Um, and I try to stay as positive as I can. It has been a challenge for me and for a while, but I still hold on. I still have faith, and I still have faith, and I know that nothing happens by chance. And I just want to live. I just want to have a good life. Um, I could have been selfish and said, "Oh, I don't know why this happened. That just ruined my birthday." No, no, no. I'm not. I'm not looking at it like that ruined my birthday. I'm looking at it like that was a gift from the Most High, and saying you've been blessed with another year, and it's time for you to keep living your life. Life is precious. I took that as a gift from the Most High, showing me how precious life is and wanting me to get it together to live life more abundantly. That's how I took it. Because sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the drama of things. It's easy to get caught up in other stuff that we think is important. So I'm just living life. I'm happy that my family's healthy, and everybody's doing pretty good. I've had situations with my aunt, but that's still my aunt, and I don't take away from her. I pray that whatever is troubling her, that puts her in a negative space, that God will help her with that, which I'm sure He will. And I still pray for people that come against me too. I'm still very, very adamant about that, because I know that anybody that's mean to you or cheat on you or whatever like that, those people are struggling with something. You know, there's something going on where somebody feels okay hurting somebody, and it has nothing to do with you. So the best thing we can do is pull away from those people and let God deal with them, because when He deal with them and He brings things to the light for them, it's going to hit different than anything we could have ever done. You know what I'm saying? So um, we just have to allow that. We have to allow that. So I pray for everybody. I pray for everybody. The ones that love me, the ones that don't. The ones that like me, the ones that don't. You know what I mean? I pray for everybody. Because I just want everybody to be good and happy, and have whatever they want. I had a friend, and this was another test, y'all. Brightony, you probably can relate to this as well as others. I had a friend today, hadn't spoke to the woman in many years. We are no longer social media friends. We had some differences. I don't hate her, never have. I spoke about her a few times on the channel, and she reached out to me and said happy birthday. She's always done that ever since we were 12 years old. So I could have been a jerk, been like, oh my God, I'm not saying anything to her. But I said thank you. I said thank you. And she said, you're welcome. And I highlighted her, you're welcome, with a little heart emoji. Because that's that good energy that I just want to keep coming around me. And my father, he reached out to me again today and he said, happy birthday. And, I could have been a jerk, been like, okay, yeah, blah, 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 blah. But I said, no. When he texted me, when he called, but I was trying to process my friend's passing. And I went to his message and I just said, thank you so much. And I let it go like that. Because y'all, when I tell you that you will get tested and you better be ready for the test, you better be ready. Because one thing about it, if you say that you stand on business and you have a forgiving spirit, you're gonna be tested to see if that's really, are you really about that life? Are you really about that forgiveness? Can you really forgive a person and keep living? And it was just tests all around me. So I like to say I passed them with flying colors. you know, excuse me. For people that I don't really talk to reach out to me, and I just said thank you because they didn't have to get in touch with me to say happy birthday. They didn't have to do that. So they did not have to do that. So I'm grateful. And it, like all of you, I appreciate the love and support with the birthday wishes on the community posts and also in the chat and everything. I'm grateful. Never thought of things like that as a test. And yeah, brightening. Phew. Let me tell you something. Tests come in all shapes and sizes. I'm just, and it doesn't mean that you have to retract and go backwards. It's not that. It's just something like a birthday wish or somebody wishing you well. Say thank you, show gratitude, and keep it moving. If that's somebody you don't really talk to anymore, that's okay. But just say thank you and keep it moving. Because by you saying thank you, it's going to help good karma to keep coming back to you. But if you just not say anything or you come off ugly or something like that, you going to get that back. You're going to get that back. So it's best to just, if somebody reach kind enough to reach out and say, hey, hope you're doing well, or hey, happy birthday, or whatever it is, just say thank you. That's it. You don't have to go into detail. You don't have to do any of that. Just say thank you. Even if you see somebody in person at your job or out in public and they just say, hey, hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Thank you. Same to you. So you can keep getting the good energy back. Because I don't know what it is. As soon as you make up in your mind, I'm all about positivity. I forgive my enemies. Even though I don't talk to them, I forgive them. You can believe that you're going to be tested on that. You're going to be tested to see, are you really about that life? Do you really forgive your enemies? Are you really standing on what you say? Yeah, you will be placed in a position where you will have to, really, really use that. And so I know, like for me, my biggest test was my aunt for a while because of the energy she was bringing. And so, like, I try to stay out of her way, but if she needs help, I'm always open to helping somebody. If you need help, if there's something that I can do to make your life a little easier while I'm around you, I'm going to do it. But I'm just not going to put up with disrespect, but I will do. And so I just tell all y'all to do that. Make sure that you're doing things so you can keep getting that good karma back. Yep. Moving forward. Can't go back. If you made some mistakes in the past, you can't go back. It's already done. But moving from this day forward, just make it a point to give good energy no matter where you go. Yeah. And by the time, usually those people, they'll wake up later. And when they do, they'll see. They're like, oh man, because we all wake up at different times. For me, it was like 6 years ago, where I had a spiritual awakening. It's about 6 years ago. And I started working on myself. For y'all, it could have been earlier, it could have been later. So, and not everybody's on the same wave. And we have to appreciate people for who they are. Yeah, we got to appreciate people for who they are and for what they do. you know, even if your enemies get on your nerves, just say, okay, that's how they are. I don't like it, but I love them anyway. I want you to do all that over there, but I still love you and I want the best for you. And you have a genuine heart when you say that. People that have hurt you, broke up with you, left you, did you dirty. Are you ever going to forget that they did you dirty? No. But it's not our job to punish them. What you do is you say, I wish them love and light. I pray that they find whatever it is that they need. And I hope one day they'll see the pain that they caused and won't do it to somebody else. Yeah. DP, that's what happened with me. That's what happened with me as well. 2019 was very significant for me. It was, I say 6 years because I was also looking into things before then. But 2019 was significant for me. And I asked God to show me my purpose in life. And then he took my ex-boyfriend away. I was like, wait a minute. Well, he was my fiance at the time. He just like he snatched him away. I'm like, well, God, I didn't know that was going to happen. Hey, Brittany, my biological dad abandoned me and my brothers when we were young. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't wish ill upon him, but I can't stand the thought of the guy. Yeah, yeah. Brittany, you have every right to feel the way you feel. Okay? You have you have every right to feel that way. But just make sure that you work on getting to a space of understanding that maybe him leaving could have been the best thing ever for you and your brothers. I know that sounds crazy, right? But I say that because I struggled with issues from my dad as well, right? He was he was always just in and out like it was a revolving door. And him and my mom divorced when I was a teenager. But looking back, had that man not left our lives when he did, we would not be where we are. Me, my brother, nor my mom. We wouldn't have went back to school and got degrees and all these things and became more aware, spiritually in tune. We would not be where we are today if that man had not left. So Brighton, I want you to think about it like that. I know it's hard, it's painful, and you get angry, and you got every right to feel that way. But I can tell you for a fact, sometimes people leaving can be a gift because their energy could throw your whole life off, especially if they're not right. And so it may not even have been him that left. It may have been God remove him. God may have pulled that man away from y'all. You know, I'm not saying you didn't go through hard times after he left because you probably did, but God may have moved him. He may have moved him out the way. Yeah, he may it, and we don't get it. Thank you for that insight. That makes a whole lot of sense. Yeah, a lot of times when we're in pain, or we maybe not so much as pain, or we're in indifference. That's a better word. We can't understand why a parent will walk away, or a friend or a lover, will walk away or abandon us or whatever. But have y'all ever stopped to think that maybe they didn't abandon you and maybe God moved them, redirected them, knew that they were not bringing you peace and joy, so he moved them out the way. Moved them out the way because it's like, wait a minute, this is right. And move, just like he has moved you from certain situations that were not good, he can still move people out of your life that are not good for you. It's a circle of life. Because if it was not for my dad leaving, when he did. Me, my brother, my mom would not be where we are. There's no way, because the energy he was bringing was not good. So he needed to move over so that we could get to our divine destiny. It took some years, but we needed him. We needed that energy that he had to be separated from what we were trying to do. Was it hard those years growing up? Yes, it was. It was tough, but we made it. And we're here. We're made it and we're here. My mom, she remarried, and my stepfather, he passed away in 2022. And we had some issues there, me and him, but we weren't at odds. And he had a significant role in my life as well. But it was tough. It was hard. It was hard, some hard times, but I don't regret any of them because I know that everything that I went through brought me here. Brought me here. It put me right here in this space. Excuse me, y'all. It put me right here in this space. Yep. So sometimes it may not be the person want to leave. It may not even be you that want them to leave, but God could want them to leave. And he move them out the way. My dad was an Aries, April 17th. I was awakened in April 2019. 19-2 is 17. I'm a Leo. 1 plus 7 equals 8. I get a lot of messages that numbers. Yeah, I can see that. Yep. Yep. And another thing, everybody, excuse me, y'all. Another thing. Um, don't ever say that people in your life haven't taught you something. And this is what I'm about to get at. Say for instance, you had a mom or a dad that left, or they treated you bad, or whatever like that. That things that are unfortunate that happen. Or you had a friend that betrayed you, or something like, instead of you looking at, oh man, my dad was never there for me, my mom was never there for me, my family was never. Let me tell you something. They taught you something. They taught you something. They taught you how not to be. Everyone that you encounter in life teaches you something. They either teach you how you want to be, or they teach you how you don't want to be. So by me having a dad that wasn't really present, guess what that did for me? I realized I don't want a husband that's going to be like that. I don't want a child to have a dad that's going to be like that. Nobody deserves a person that feel like there's a revolving door. That's what I realized. I don't want a husband like that. And I don't want my child to have a dad like that. In and out, it's just in and out. No, that's not fair to the child. That's not fair to me. Anything else. So everybody that you encounter in your life teaches you something. Either teach you how not to be or how to be. Let's think about it. Let that marinate a little bit. And that helps with the forgiveness as well. Like, I forgive you for what you did because I need to move forward from this. But that doesn't mean you're not guilty of it. It just means that I'm choosing not to live in bitterness. Yep. I'm choosing not to live in bitterness. I'm nothing like my dad. And that's one of my final qualities. That's good. That's good. Bartony. Yeah, that's good. And we learn how not to be based on how somebody treated us. Teach us what they knew. This is why we meet many people, right? Because we need the knowledge. That's true, DP. Yeah, that's how we acquire knowledge is experience and all these things. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And I also had to work on myself when it came to me disliking how somebody acts or how somebody is in the family or whoever. And you got to work on that too, because if you're not sharp, guess what? You will become that person that you saying you dislike, because you'll be channeling their energy, and you will slowly start turning into that energy that you don't like. So it's best to send them love and light, and just know that um they were in your life to teach you something, and you were in their life to teach them something. So that those two that I just mentioned to y'all, it really helped me dealing with a parent that wasn't there. That really, really helped me, because it bothered me so much when I was a kid. And then when I got to thinking about it as I got old, I'm like, wait a minute. He did us a favor by leaving, because we wouldn't be where we are with that energy around like that. I hope my dad is doing well, but I'm grateful that, you know, that he wants to continue on his path, whatever that looked like for him. Whatever that looked like for him. But I thank y'all so much for coming in tonight and listening to the birthday lessons and blessings from me. And thank you for sharing your insight, your feedback, things that you've been working through, and you're stronger, and you're just going forward. And remember, everybody, just like I've learned losing my dear friend, um, don't take a day for granted. Don't take a second for granted. Just be blessed. Be good that you are alive and well, and just live life to the fullest. Because at any given time, it could just be done. That's the one thing. We can make more money. We can get new cars. We can do all these things. But when our time is up here on earth, that's it. That is it. So cherish. I'm hearing Cherish Today by Sade. Cherish each moment. Make it count. Even if you're just hanging out around the house on your day off, make it count. Do something great for you. Treat yourself. Be good to yourself, because how you treat yourself is how other people will treat you. Okay? Take care, everybody. Be safe. Remember, you're worth it always. Please like the video, and we shall talk again soon. And have a great one, y'all. Bye, y'all.